This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so brother Haarp coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and just wanted to go into a quick lesson. All right, and this is all biblical prophecy. All right, because we are living, all right, in the time of the most disastrous, the most destructive, the most satanic, the most wicked, all right, time, all right, that's ever befallen man. Okay, and especially being an Israelite man, this is the most suffering that we actually about to face. Okay, scripture says that we're entering into a time like never before. Okay, and through all that, all right, it's all biblical prophecy, but through all that, there's a revelation that's happening. Okay, and that man of sin, okay, Esau, Edom, the man of sin is being revealed. Okay, for the wicked, evil devil that he is. Okay, now I'm gonna get a quick precept. Okay, and then we're gonna roll from there. Okay, this is a book of Job, chapter 9, and verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Okay, so that alone explains that we're in a time where the earth, all right, or the power over the earth is given, all right, into a specific people, all right, or at least onto a specific people. Okay, and those people are known as the wicked, according to the scriptures. Okay, and you don't have to really dig too deep into as to why the scriptures name or call or refer to these people as wicked, because their very deeds, okay, shows that they are the wicked. Okay, we're talking about, these so-called elites, all right, from the Rothschild family all the way down to the least so-called Edomite that you might see on TV or whatever. Okay, they all have this wicked agenda, all right, to destroy the whole world, man, destroy the whole earth, like we read, all right, in Revelation, the 11th chapter. Okay, and I'm gonna get into something real quick regarding Haarp. Okay, and this is something that we've known about for years, but it's through the Spirit. All right, it's time for it to come out. All right, and like I said some time ago, we're gonna keep putting our foot, all right, on the gas and keep coming at these devil's helmets, man. All right, because there's truth. All right, we inching closer to the end of this ministry, man. All right, and the scripture says that at the end, the man of sin will be revealed. Okay, so we just doing our job, and the Lord is revealing, all right, these devils through his men. Okay, so let's get right into it. It says, playing God. All right, Haarp weather control, a terrifying look at the control of weather warfare. All right, it says Haarp chemtrails, atmospheric warming, weapons used to produce earthquakes, tsunami, volcano eruption, global warming, lightning, cyclones, tornado, floods, drought, megastorms, etc. Okay, it says Dr. Michio Kaku admitted that Haarp electromagnetic waves can be used to stimulate geophysical events such as can modify the weather, earthquakes, climate change. All right, climate change. So we've been hearing, all right, that the World Economic Forum, all right, their next phase of whatever it is that they're planning to do, will have to do a big thing with so-called climate change. Now, lo and behold, they're blaming everything, all right, that's about to happen on so-called climate change. But meanwhile, they're actually the ones who are behind the scenes controlling, all right, what can be seen, all right, in the physical. Okay, and then they go around and turn around and say, oh, well, look, these are the things that's happening. We can change it by doing this, and that. Okay, they want to be like the Most High. And being that the earth has been given into their hands, everything that they do with the earth, all right, results in some type of destructive behavior. Okay, because they are the sons of perdition, the son of perdition. All right, the man of what? Sin, the son of destruction. That is Esau Edom. Wasted away is he, and all he does is to waste away, meaning to destroy. Okay, all they do is destroy because they are the wicked. All right, and they're being exposed every single day. All right, it says climate change, volcanic eruptions, hurricanes, and the like. Dr. Kaku admitted that man-made hurricanes have been the result of a government weather modification program in which the skies were sprayed with nanoparticles and storms then activated through the use of lasers. Okay? And we've been saying that these devils have the power to do so many different things because the Lord gave them that power. All right? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, so they have the power to rule over the earth as they please. Okay, that is what the Lord has given them. He granted them the permission to do these things. All right, and of course they are fulfilling their lot as being the wicked. Okay, it says the idea behind weather control is simple. When you think about it, simply, when you see and experience a strong thunderstorm with a lot of lightning and thunder, what fact about this storm strikes you the most? Are you not impressed by the powerful display of energy that you witness? Energy is a primary ingredient behind nature's storms. Therefore, you must believe that, just perhaps, if energy is the most dominant outward factor in all kinds of storms, then energy might be the key factor in creating such storms in the first place. So you ask, how much energy is required to create and then direct storms? The answer to that question depends upon many factors, but let us tell you how much capability has been built into the newly created power transmission station in remote Alaska. All right. These power transmission towers are not your typical towers, as they are designed to generate power in such a way that it is beamed up into the ionosphere in tremendous quantities. Okay. And the ionosphere is basically outer space. All right. Past the, the clouds and so on and so forth, man. All right. It says the $30 million Pentagon project, and of course, the Pentagon is always going to play a role when it comes to Satan's evil devices, man. Okay, and they're going to play a big role in the ultimate prophecy that we're all waiting for. All right, which is that MOTB. Okay, and then they're working on it as we speak. Okay, it says a $30 million Pentagon project, euphemistically named Haarp, which stands for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, is made to beam more than 1.7 gigawatts of radiated power into the ionosphere, the electronically charged layer above Earth's atmosphere. Okay, and 1.7 gigawatts is about 1 billion watts. All right, when you start, anything that you do, if you start playing in the numbers of billions, we're talking extreme. Okay. All right, so it says, put simply, the apparatus is a reversal of a radio telescope, just transmitting instead of receiving. It will boil the upper atmosphere. Listen to that. After heating and disturbing the ionosphere, all right, the radiations will bounce back onto the Earth in a form of long waves which penetrate our bodies, the ground, and the oceans. You hear that? This is all the doings of Esau Edom, man. It says, let us allow Dr. Bejic, all right, to explain this concept. It says, this invention provides the ability to put unprecedented amounts of power in the Earth's atmosphere at strategic locations and to maintain the power injection level, particularly if random pulsing is employed in a manner far more precise and better controlled than heretofore accomplished by the prior act. The goal is to learn how to manipulate the ionosphere on a more grand scale than the Soviet Union could do with its similar facilities. Haarp would be the largest ionospheric heater in the world, located in a latitude most conducive to putting Eastland's invention into practice. Okay, It says, furthermore, from this northern latitude, the energy could be aimed into the ionosphere so that it would bounce back down to the Earth, so it could come down wherever the scientists wanted it to come down. The secret was to learn how and where to aim it to hit the Earth where they wanted it to hit, creating the type of disaster or weather they desired. In a nutshell, this is the nucleus of the expertise just recently acquired to control the weather. By pouring measured energy that has been focused into certain parts of the ionosphere, scientists can create all kinds of storms like hurricanes, thunderstorms, floods, tornadoes, and drought. Okay? And it says in News 1198, UN treaty proves weather control is real. We report news articles that Malaysia actually contracted with a Russian weather modification company to create a hurricane that would be directed close enough to clear the smoke and smog from Malaysia's cities without actually coming on to land to create devastation. This Russian company delivered, and Malaysia had clear skies. Man, these devils are playing God on earth, man. It's crazy. It says, our information also tells us that not only can hurricanes be created, they can be dismantled should scientists so desire. And they certainly can be driven on the ocean, much like we drive our cars on roadways. Damn. Therefore, one has to ask why American scientists have allowed unprecedented hurricanes like Andrew, Irma, Harvey, Katrina to ever come on shore. And we know why. All right, we know why. I mean, these devils are coming out and telling you. No, we have to get ready for a angrier world. You know, the words of so-called Professor Klaus Schwab. Hey, we can't wait to see the faces, right, of these punk bitches devils. All right, when their plans don't come to fruition, man, it's gonna be a sight to see, and everyone's gonna see it. You know, it's just a man. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna see it, man. It says, doesn't our own American government have our best interests at heart? And if you in 2022 sitting there thinking that your government has your best interests at heart, you are hundreds of years behind the 8 ball, man. You just waiting to eat missiles because you're just clueless. You have no idea what's going on. All right, that's why there's I forget whose quote it was, but there's a quote that says, majority of people don't know what they don't know. All right, they have no idea. They're just there. That's why the scripture says, so let them perish that were born in vain. Okay, and why are they born in vain? Because they're just there. It's like we always give this example of the movie. All right, you have the main characters, you have the cast, you know, and so on and so forth, and then you just have the crew that's just there, you know, as you know, they just background noise or background, you know, figures, if you will. That's majority of the people, man. You know, they're just there. It says, keep that thought in mind as we examine still more aspects of this Haarp technology that is pouring such enormous quantities of energy into our upper atmosphere. Researchers quickly found that this technology could be used in ways other than just to control the weather. Okay, they discovered that they had stumbled upon a weapon. Okay, a weapon which could be used most effectively to destroy some more, with the vast majority of the peoples of the world completely unaware of what was happening to them. Wow. After all, most people today still believe that the control of the basic weather of this planet is out of the control of mankind. And that's the point. They don't understand what they don't know. They don't know what they really don't know. All right. They have no idea. Okay. These are the devils that we're dealing with here. Okay. It says, now let us examine some of the concerns of these new age scientists, of the damage Haarp can inflict upon the earth. All right. Haarp can create earthquakes. It says on demand wherever and whenever you wish on the earth. Okay. So the scriptures talk about earthquakes in diverse places. All right. Now I did a video some months ago. All right. Going into when the scriptures say certain things, you have to understand it's going to happen by somebody. Somebody has to carry out that order that the Lord has sent out. Okay. And if it's on the right hand side, you have the prophets to do it. Okay. If it's on the left hand side, you got Esau and his minions. All right. But ultimately, when the hell that's being brought down on this earth happens, it's going to be done by a specific people. Okay. Who are going to bring the end of this world? There's a people that are ruling. All right. And through them, all right, we're going to witness the end of this age, the end of this world. They're talking about missiles and so on and so forth. And they're admitting, all right, what's that? Mad, mutually, something, I forgot the A, what it stands for, but something, destruction. Okay. Mutually something destruction, man. I forget what the A stands for. As a matter of fact, why don't we just look it up? Mad. Mutual. There you go. Mutually assured destruction. Okay. Mutually assured destruction. Let's read a little bit about that. Okay. It says here, mutual assured destruction, principle of deterrence founded on the notion that a nuclear attack by one superpower would be met with an overwhelming nuclear counterattack such that both the attacker and the defender will be annihilated. Okay. Now, isn't that some type of destruction? Isn't that something that you wouldn't want to happen? But they actually have something termed, all right, which is in military science as what? MAD, mutually assured destruction, man. So both sides understand that, and they're still gonna follow through, all right, and do their rhetoric, talking bullshit, all right, and set each other up, all right, so that this war could pop off. And when it happens, what's gonna happen? Whoever is gonna get hit is gonna be destroyed. Okay. Only a devil will push for something like that. But ultimately, guess what? They're playing their role. They're fulfilling their lot in this movie. Okay? It says, the planetary scale engineers tried to replace a 10 by 40 kilometer section of the ionosphere with a telecommunications shield of 350,000 copper needles tossed into orbit. When the military sent up a band of tiny copper wires into the ionosphere to orbit the planet, so as to reflect radio waves and make reception clearer, we had the 8.5 Alaska earthquake, and Chile lost a good deal of its coast. That band of copper wires interfered with the planetary magnetic field. Okay, it says the Haarp can also manipulate global weather systems, changing weather patterns, rainfall, drought. Okay, it can also change, the Earth's rotation. All right. It says it was a spinning out of control. It says magnifying and focusing sunlight, called sky busting. Okay. Sky busting. That's a thing. It says this process could burn holes in the protective ozone layers, thus allowing intense sunlight to pour through, burning mankind severely. Look at that. So, hey, these devils, man. It says mind control. Using extremely low frequency bombardment at just the same frequency as the human brain operates, you can change a person's thoughts or emotions. Listen to that. Listen to that. Wicked, man. It says Haarp can create nuclear-sized explosions without radiation. This process is protected by patent 4,873,928. Damn. This might be the great sword being wielded by the forces of, Antichrist, like they say in Revelation 6 and 4. All right, so let's go into Revelation 6 and 4 real quick. All right. It says here, and there went out the red horse. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, and that's Esau Edom. Okay, the so-called powers that be. All right, the people that call the shots. All right, that everybody's affected by, man. All right, that's the red horse. All right, and they're in the time, all right, to fulfill that prophecy, all right, of complete destruction of the earth. Okay, the people in it, and so on and so forth, man. Hey, scripture says a time like never before. Okay. It says, with this weapon, you could attack targets with nuclear-sized explosions without having to deliver nuclear warheads on missiles, or on aircraft, or any carrier. This development could render all military calculations about how to defend against an enemy's attack completely useless. Suddenly, my mind lights up like a light bulb. Suddenly, I understand why the Russian and American negotiators were suddenly able to reach agreement on the destruction of so many warheads and missiles. Each side even allowed inspection teams to oversee the destruction of actual warheads and missiles. All right. It says, warheads carried on missiles are obsolete. If both sides can create nuclear-sized explosions without radiation by Haarp-type radio transmitting towers, you would not need missiles to carry warheads. How can you defend against a nuclear-sized attack that is being initiated by silent, invisible ELF radio waves? How do you defend against a nuclear-sized attack when it is being initiated by ELF radio waves that are being generated on enemy territory, fly up to the ionosphere above his territory, and then bounce back down to your territory to create the explosions? Clearly, the world has entered an entirely new world of warfare that no one has even conceived, let alone thought about or thought through very well. Furthermore, this subject brings us to the next capability of Haarp and like radio wave technology. The ELF radio transmitters can throw up the impenetrable shield against incoming missiles, aircraft, or anything trying to get through our airspace. Okay, so that's why they have something known as space strike weapons. Okay, these are weapons that's been planted in outer space, all right, to fight against, any type of incoming, what they call incoming incoming foreigners, man. What they deem aliens and so on and so forth. All right, they got a whole space force. What's that all about? That's to defend, in their minds, to defend against Yahushua's return. But you're not going to defend against Yahushua. You can't. He made you. Now, when the time comes where you have fulfilled your lot, meaning you have ruled, the time you've ruled, you've done what you're supposed to do, you're going to be taken out. You got to go. It says, then why are we attempting to perfect an anti-missile? I'm going to skip this real quick. I want to get to the real point. All right. It says, let's see. Yeah, let me read this real quick. It says, what is this? There you go. Then why are we attempting to perfect an anti-missile that can actually hit another missile in flight? Why is the American military moving rapidly in conjunction with the Israeli military to bring this more effective anti-missile missile to Israel so as to better protect against Syrian and Egyptian missiles? It says they probably don't want very many people knowing that we possess this type of effective missile shield over any battlefield, either strategic or tactical. When the Arabs engage the Israelis in the next war, they just, and that's biblical prophecy. Okay, the Persians. All right, we're talking Iran versus Israel. All right, and that thing, man, we waiting for that. All right, we waiting for that. It says Israelis in this next war, so they know the war is coming. All right, because why? Biblical prophecy. Okay, Esau knows the prophecies, man. Whether we say it or not, they've read it. They know. That's why they're planning. Well, everything they're doing, what do you think it's for? It's not by coincidence. It says they just might be shocked at the type of weapons that are annihilating them. The existence of this type of military capability is also the reason we are allowing the Arab governments to buy American weaponry to fight Israel in the next war. The Arabs don't understand that the Israeli military and we have taken a quantum leap forward in destructive, killing, and annihilating capability, just like Esau's very nature. Destructive, killing, and annihilating. Okay? In fact, has the infantrymen finally been made obsolete in warfare? Yeah, the infantrymen, meaning the men on foot, they're not going to be going overseas to war just like that. Unless it's for a specific task. But for the most part, they're going to be trained to be used on domestic soil against the people. Okay? It says the greatest concern of New Age scientist Nick Bejic in his book, Angels Don't Play This Harp, is that scientists, who's playing the harp? Demons. All right. It says, is that scientists and the military are so very arrogant in their ignorant, reckless use of focused energy into the ionosphere. All right. Military scientists talk about kicking this thing in high gear to see what would happen. Listen to that. This attitude is complete arrogance. What if they set off an unintended reaction in the atmosphere that cannot be controlled or stopped? And that's Esau right there. Okay. It says, indeed, I think some of the judgments foretold in the book of Revelation, might come from this type of major miscalculation of by scientists. Okay, this is it, man. All right, this is it right here. Indeed, I think some of the judgments foretold in the book of Revelation might come from this type of major miscalculation by scientists. All right, so we got all kinds of disasters that's about to unfold very soon upon the face of the earth. And now we see how it's going to happen, because you got Esau in the back controlling things, because he wants to be like the Most High. Right? He wants to be like the Most High, but he's being revealed, man. You know, and he's going to ultimately be destroyed. Okay? He's going to be ultimately destroyed, man. All right? So let's get a quick precept. All right? This is all, hey, Brakta Yahal Bashim Yahushai, man. Okay? So let's read that again. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets. All right, so the prophets, the work that we've been doing, all right, we're going to be rewarded for that. All right, and the first reward of doing the work is being delivered. That's the first and foremost thing. All right, it says, and to the saints, all right, the Israelites, and to them that fear thy name, ultimately the elect, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Okay, so Esau, Edom, you've been revealed, and you're going to be destroyed. All right, you're going to be destroyed. I don't care who you are. All right, what you think you're doing. All right, forget about your New World Order agenda. You will be destroyed, man. All right, let's get this real quick. And part of the destruction that's coming is you being revealed. Okay, there's a book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And verse 3 says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right, that son of perdition is Esau, Edom. Okay, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is God. And that is these devils to a T. Okay. That is these devils to a T. Like, they want to control the whole entire world, all right, and call the shots how they please. And guess what they do? Wickedness, all right, destructive behavior. Okay, that's all they do, man. And they're being revealed. Okay, they're being revealed, man. They have a godlike complex, all right, a rulership mentality. Okay, and it's all being done in what? In wickedness, man. All right, let's get another quick precept. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Okay, and we're reading some of how they weaken the nations, but number one way is through money, all right, and through wars. Okay, it says what? And their philosophies, man. Okay, their propaganda, their so-called diplomacy, democracy. All right, it says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. Haarp. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And that's what that's their arrogancy, all right, of what they did to the children of Israel, man. Okay, the mount of the congregation is talking about the Israelites. Okay, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Okay, so we're telling you what's going to be happening when you make these moves, man. Okay, it doesn't end well for you. You have this mindset of this crazy New World Order shit, and we're reading the scriptures of where in the scriptures does it say you actually gain that New World Order? You don't. That's what we need you to understand. You're trying to find a way to slither your way out of it, and the prophecies are holding you back and telling you, look, this is how it ends, man. We are at the end of your rulership. It doesn't get any further than this. It doesn't go any higher than this. All right. Keeps going lower and lower and lower until it gets burnt the fuck out. All right. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? Okay, that's Esau, man. Well, hey, you are being revealed, man. You can't hide. Okay, you can't hide, and that's why you're trying to stop us from telling this truth. You want to stop the men of the Lord, all right, from speaking the truth, but it's not going to happen, because we're at the time of truth fulfilling. All right, the fulfillment of truth, the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. Okay, it's a book of Psalm chapter 52. Start off at 1, and I'm gonna end it with this. It says, "Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth continually. The tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully." Okay, and that's once again Esau to the T. All they do is lie. Scripture says what? That they're born. Let's get that. All right, let's get that real quick. They come out the womb, speaking lies, man. Okay, this is a book of Psalm chapter 58, verse 3. It says, actually, you know what? Let me pull that from here. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay, speaking lies, man. And that is Esau, Edom. Okay, once again, you're being exposed. All right, you're being exposed. It says, going back to Psalm 52, all right, in verse 3, it says, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Selah. Okay, thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue, speaking lies. All right, so if you know this, why the hell would you ever listen to what these devils got to say, no matter what the topic is? Okay, anytime they open their mouth, expect it to be some type of lies, man. Esau does not tell the truth, and even if he does, it's going to be half truths. Those are things you cannot prove. It's harder to prove. If it's a straight lie, you could debunk that. But what makes it hard to debunk is the half truths in there, you know, because you might follow the pattern and you get to a point where you're like, yeah, this is true though. So then, damn, does that mean that everything he said was true? I mean, he's been lying the whole time, but he did say this one thing that's true though. So it kind of throws you off a little bit. But you're not going to trick nobody over here. All right. 2 Corinthians 2:11 says what? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us. Your trickeries, your lies, right? You should get an advantage of us for what we're not ignorant of his devices. Okay? And that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? It says what? Verse 5, it says, the Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living. Selah. So you're going to be taken out of the land of Israel. Okay? That's our land. You're going to be uprooted from that land. Okay? It says, the righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. All right, and that's going to happen when we're in the chariots, man. All right, Lord willing, we make it onto the chariots. What's going to be happening is not only are we going to be in fear, but we're going to be rejoicing in the name of the Lord, man. Watching America, Babylon be destroyed. All right, and that's the very near future. Okay, just like we said, all these things that people are facing and are about to face, we said it was going to happen. It's happening. It's happening. It's undeniable. Okay, it says, verse 7, lo, this is the man that made not the Most High his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. Okay, it says, verse 8, but I am like a green olive tree in the house of the Most High. I trust in the mercy of the Most High forever and ever. I will praise thee forever, because thou hast done it. So ultimately, it's the Most High, through his only begotten son, Yahushua, who's going to be doing these things, man. Putting the spirit on the men of the Lord to reveal Esau, and then the Most High is going to send his son down to come and destroy Esau physically. Okay? As we're reading right now. Right? I will praise thee forever, because thou hast done it, and I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints. Okay? Wait on thy name, man. All right? What's that? Zephaniah 3 and 8. That what? Wait ye upon the Lord. Okay? Wait ye upon the Lord, man. All right? So that's what we're doing. We're being in the spirit of waiting upon the Lord. Executing what? Patience, man. All right? Scripture says what? Here is the faith and the patience of the saints. All right? To be patient means what? To wait, to endure. All right? Until our plead, all right? The Lord is going to plead our case. Okay? So that's pretty much it, man. Just want to end it off there. Lord willing, you've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. The water Yah Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.